So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this fast breakdown for my Crusader, Holy Shotgun Crusader for patch 2.4. Now, this can run Greater Rifts 50 plus, and we're going to be doing a quick breakdown of everything that's in use. So, get ready because we're going to do a flyby. Here we go. So, as to what is being used skill-wise, in the skills we have Slash with Zeal. Zeal is of course increasing our speed for every enemy hit and deals holy damage. Now we do have a holy damage booster, so that is going to help us. Sweep attack, anything that we can't stand anything we have to stand toe to toe with, this is what we're going to use, as we are using parts which is going to give us extra damage. Again, there's also the chance to be stunned that comes off that. Heaven's Fury with Blessed Ground, this is one of our main ones. Brings down the 3 fires from above. Iron Skin, Steel Skin, of course this is needed on any Greater Rift now, any high-end Greater Rift. Lord of Justice, Decay and Strength, is there as well. And we have our Accurates champion, but with this time, we've gone with Rally. And the reason behind Rally is that chance for remaining cooldowns to be reduced. That helps with this build as well. And for the bottom 4, we have Heavenly Strength, Holy Cause, Finery, and Hold Your Ground. Now that is for that block chance, which is getting us an increase of 30%. So that is the quick breakdown of skills, and like I've said, this is a very quick breakdown. We're not going to be going into a huge amount of detail here. I have done the other builds where you can see it going through a Greater Rift and the damage it can do. So that is our skills. Now next, let's quickly take you to Paragons. Pretty much what you would expect. All in strength and max wrath as we go to every so often point to keep our wrath going. Max out on cooldown, crit hits, and then we go to attack speed. We've got our life, our resist all, and our life regeneration. There's a lot of stand still and being hit with this build, so they are paramount. Life regeneration and life, they are a must. And of course we've got area damage, reduce cost reduction, RCR, and then life on hit, gold find of course. I don't think we really use that much. So Paragons, pretty much where you would expect them to be. Okay, so now we're going to get into the breakdown of what gear we're using. Now this entire build focuses around one part, but before we get to that, let me just show you what the stats we've got. Base damage, 1 mil. We've got our toughness, 57 million. And we have our recovery at 8 million. Now when you go into our details, this is where we stand currently. And remember, I haven't got perfect rolls on this yet. So this is where it currently stands for level 50. Our damage against elite is up by 50%. We get an attack speed increase of 4.6%, my apologies. Our crit hit chance, which we do need to raise, but it's at 29.5% with a 344% damage bonus. Then we've got our key ones here, the cooldown reduction, 45%. The higher you can get on that, the better. And our Heaven's Fury damage increased by 28%. Now our resists aren't brilliant, but they're okay at the moment. It ties in with one of the gems we've got. And as you can see, our life regeneration has been pushed up. Our total life bonus is at the 25%, so it's fully pushed up. And that's pretty much how we are looking. Movement speeds up as well. Alright, so let's go through the gear. So I said it was built around one set, and it is of course LON. For those who don't know, that is Legacy of Nightmares. It's the ring set, and it starts with the Litany of the Undaunted, and with that I've got boosted in our Molten Wildebeest Gizzard. Now that's for the shield, and it is for that regenerative life. Gain a lot of standstill with this build. We then have our Wailing Host. Now that's got Bane of the Stricken in it, and I've got it, keeping it going up here. Bane of the Stricken, as you probably all know, the increased damage from the attacks by 1.2% and up, and the 25% increased damage against bosses and the Rift Guardian. Now this is a Rift build. Now these two together, when binded, gives you the bottom set. And that of course gives us, while this is your only item set bonus, every ancient item you have equipped increases your damage by 100% and also reduces your damage taken by 4%. So it all adds up as long as we've got the ancient. So quick whiz around what we got. So let's start at the top. We've got our Leorix, and that has diamond in it for our extra cooldown. We got the Blackthorns. Now that is changeable. That amulet is not set in stone, but that's what I've got at the moment. It also has the historic gem in it, which gives us that non-physical damage reduction, and also our resistances go up by 75% as long as we are below half life. That's just that extra boost. If something gives us a big hit, we got that to back us up. We've also got our Shackles of the Invoker, which has been used at the moment with our holy damage push there. We have, of course, as you know, got the Wailing Host. The shield, one of the most important ones, is Ivory Tower. That gives us the whole there you block the blocks release forward fires of heaven. So again, what that is that 3 blast, that prong, that shotgun attack, which again is when you get hit. We have our Sabatons. Now I've got Shadow Heals at the moment. Yes, they are meant for the Demon Hunter, but I didn't want to get any unique any other set bonuses, or it nullifies the rings. So again, that was kind of a no-brainer. We needed to put something in there. That was the best I'd got at the time. We do have our Fates of the Fell. Again, very, very important, because that's what gives you the additional rays of Heaven's Fury. So when that beam comes down, that's what makes it split into 3. We've then got our other ring, and we have Stone Gauntlets. Now these were all about my strength, and they were all about that damage reduction as well. Anything really can go in there. That's just what I'm choosing to use right now. Splendors of Zakra. Now these are mandatory. You must have these, and it is because it makes all your items indestructible. Again, you're going to be stood in the middle of things. You're going to get hit. You're going to take damage. You are going to die. There's no way about it when you use this build. Whether you die once or you die 10 times, you can't afford your bits to go and to get destroyed. So that, again, as I see it, is a mandatory part. Breastplate of the Archon. Now again, this was for the increased Heaven's Fury damage. You can see it's 3-socketed, all rubies as well. Belt of the Trove. Now this brought bombardment into this build for me. So when you add up everything we've got here, we've got Slash, we've got Sweep Attack, we've got Heaven's Fury that comes down over the 3 beams. When we block, we've got Heaven's Fury that comes out over them 3 blasts, so the shotgun effect. And also we have bombardment now, and that is coming down every 8 seconds with this belt, and it is called down against a random nearby enemy. So we're getting additional damage coming in from there as well. We also have, I'm using Towers of Light, and again, it was just another part that gave me the strength, and it also gave me a good roll with the sockets as well. And that is changeable. And that's one of the things with this build. It is very interchangeable on its parts. This is just what I'm using, and it can do level 50. As you go, you may find other pieces slot in. Some people are using the Aquira in here, the unique armor, and that is for its higher strength rating on there as well. The amulet, possibly I think it's Kamara's one, will go in there. Hellfire amulet would probably go in quite nicely with Indestructible. Would take its place actually very nicely when I think about it. So there is a lot of what you can do with this build. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, this is a very quick breakdown. It's a very, very quick look at this build. So hope you've enjoyed it. Have a look, give it a try. You can see the principle of the build. Parts to look out for: Fates of the Fell, the shield, Ivory Tower. There too you're going to need. The Splendors of Zachariah are needed as well to give you back that indestructibility. But that's the quick breakdown. Please have a look at my other videos. Have a look at it in action. When this thing gets going, it doesn't half start firing. So it's worth a try. And to anyone who's new with the Crusader, this type of build, it's good for damage. Crit rating at the moment I think takes me to about 900 mil. So I can pretty much stand with the big boys. But there you go, there's the breakdown. Please do comment, please do subscribe and look at the other videos. And this is Darthgremlin, as always, saying, Darthgremlin, out.